She can't either. They aren't very hungry. Neither are we. Now let's do some practice agreeing with each other's negative sentences. Linda, can you talk about something you don't like? And then Alberto, you will reply to her sentence.
I don't like wine.
Neither do I.
Very good. Now Sylvia, you say something and Linda will agree with you.
Okay. I don't like black coffee.
I don't either.
Good. Now Alberto, you say something and Sylvia will agree with you.
Okay. I can't drink red wine.
Neither can I.
Okay. One more example. Sylvia, you say something and Linda will agree with you.
Okay. I haven't got a beer.
Neither do I.
All right. Good job, everyone. Now it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
She can't cook very well. Neither can I. We don't like shish kebab. They don't either. He doesn't like milkshakes. Neither do we.
Read and repeat.
So when we talk to other people, we don't always agree with them. When we have a different idea from what other people think or say or do, then that means we disagree with them. So disagree instead of agree. We disagree with people talking about negative ideas by using different expressions like, oh, I do, or I am, can, have, will, or would. Or you can say, really? I do. Or I am, can, have, will, and would. You can say, I like it. Okay, we disagree with people talking about positive ideas by using different expressions like this. Oh, I don't. Or I am not, or can't, haven't, won't, or wouldn't. Or you can say, really? I don't. Or I am not, can't, wouldn't, won't, or haven't. Okay, let's look at some examples. I prefer soup to salad. Oh, I don't. She doesn't like paella. Really, I do. I would rather have beer than wine. Oh, I wouldn't. Okay, let's practice some of these expressions. All right, you make a statement and the other person will agree or disagree with you. Okay? Linda, you can start. Sylvia will agree or disagree with you.
Okay. I can speak English well.
I can too.
Good. Now, Sylvia and Alberto.
I love horror movies.
Oh, I don't. I prefer romantic movies.
Okay, now Alberto and Linda.
Dan doesn't like baseball.
Neither do I.
Good. Now, Linda and Sylvia.
Our teacher prefers to eat at home.
So do I.
Good job, everyone. Now, let's do some more looking and listening.
Look and listen.
She can't cook soup. Really, he can. They prefer water to milk. Oh, we don't. I would rather not have tea. Oh, I would.
Read and repeat. Review.
Now let's review what we've learned today. Look at the tables, and they show different ways that we can agree and disagree with someone. So let's take a look. A normal verb. Example, I prefer meat to fish. Agreement, so do I, or I do too. When you disagree, you can say, oh, I don't. Really? I don't. Okay, another normal verb. For example, I like ice cream. You can agree by saying, so do I, or I do too. You can disagree by saying, oh, I don't, or really, I don't. If your verb is am, is, or are, let's look at an example. She is hungry. You can agree by saying, so am I, or I am too, or, oh, I'm not, or really, I'm not. When your verb is have, example, he has a beer. You can agree by saying, so have I, or I have too, or so do I, or I do too. Or to disagree, oh, I haven't. Or you can say, really, I haven't. Or, oh, I don't. Or really, I don't. Okay, if your verb is can, for example, he can cook. You can say, so can she. Or she can too. Or disagree by saying, oh, she can't. Or really, she can't. If your verb is would rather, for example, he would rather have wine than beer. You can agree by saying, so would we, or we would too. Disagree by saying, oh, we wouldn't, or really, we wouldn't. Okay, we have another chart to review. Take a look. Okay, negative sentences this time. Normal verb, I don't like ice cream. Agree, neither do I, or I don't either. Or disagree, oh, I do, or really, I do. When your verb is am, is, or are, for example, she isn't hungry. You can agree by saying, neither am I, or I'm not either. Disagree by saying, oh, I am, or really, I am. When your verb is have, he hasn't got a beer. You can say, neither have I, or I haven't either, or neither do I, or I don't either. Okay? Or you can disagree. Oh, I have, or really, I have, or oh, I do, or really, I do. When your verb is can, he can't cook. You can agree by saying neither can she, or she can't either. Disagree by saying, oh, she can, or really, she can. And your verb can be would rather. He would rather not have wine. You agree with the negative by saying, neither would I, or me neither. Disagree by saying, oh, we would, or really, we would. Okay, let's practice one more time. Linda, you ask Sylvia a question.
Okay. Sylvia, do you prefer playing football or baseball?
I prefer football.
Okay. Sylvia, you ask Alberto a question.
Okay. Alberto, would you rather go to the cinema or to the opera?
I would rather go to the cinema.
All right. Now Alberto, ask Linda.
Okay. Linda, would you rather study English or Chinese?
I'd rather study English.
Good job. Now you will make a statement and the next person will agree or disagree with you. Linda, you start.
Sylvia, I would rather watch a romantic film than a horror film.
I wouldn't. I love horror films.
Okay. Now Sylvia and Alberto.
I love horror films.
I don't. I prefer comedies.
Okay, good. Alberto and Linda.
Okay. I have a very pretty cat.
So do I. Her name is Kitty.
Good. Linda and Sylvia.
I want to finish this lesson.
So do I.
Okay. We're going to finish soon, don't worry. Now it's time to listen and write.
Listen and write.
Listen and write the sentences. Many people prefer to eat in a restaurant than cook at home. She would rather drink coffee than drink tea. We would rather not go to the restaurant tonight. Do you prefer eating the main course or the dessert? She isn't very hungry, but her friend is. I prefer not to eat meat. Would you rather have cake or fruit salad? She prefers drinking wine to drinking water. Which does he prefer, wine or beer? He would rather eat at home. Now check your work. Many people prefer to eat in the restaurant than cook at home. She would rather drink coffee than drink tea. We would rather not go to the restaurant tonight. Do you prefer eating the main course or the dessert? She isn't very hungry, but her friend is. I prefer not to eat meat. Would you rather have cake or fruit salad? She prefers drinking wine to drinking water. Which does he prefer, wine or beer? He would rather eat at home. Now, read the story and answer the questions about it.
Read and answer.
Many people prefer eating out rather than eating at home and cooking dinner. At a restaurant, Eric prefers to drink wine with his meal. With fish, he would rather drink white wine, and with meat, he would rather drink red wine. In the summer, he prefers to drink beer because it is nice and cool. Usually, after dinner, people prefer drinking coffee.